The purchase of a property is only official when both parties have signed the purchase contract, not before. In this video, we'll tell you all about what is in that purchase contract. Hi, I'm Kimo Paula and I'm the founder of Expat Housing Network. We help internationals find a home and feel at home in the Netherlands. We've created a lot of videos that help you become successful in the housing market. I hope you find them informative. So you've placed a bid and it's been accepted. Congratulations. The next step is to actually sign the purchase contract to secure the deal. Because please note that the deal is only official when both parties have signed the purchase contract. There's a couple of things I want you to know before we dive into what is exactly in the purchase contract. The first one is that once you've signed the purchase contract as a buyer, you technically still have 3 days to pull out of the contract without giving any specific reason. The seller, however, does not have this right. So as soon as the seller signs, he is locked in, which is a good thing for you. The second thing I wanted to share is that the purchase contract is drafted by the notary when you buy in Amsterdam region. However, if you buy outside of that region, it's very likely that the selling agent will draft the purchase contract. In either case, make sure you read it carefully and understand what it means. Now, let's shed some light on what is actually in the purchase contract. We're going to break it down into several different sections. The first section is general information. Of course, it has to clearly state which property is being sold and bought. So you'll read more information about the address, how it's listed in the municipality, and so on. The second piece of information in general info is, of course, the purchase price. It has to be clearly stated what the property will be bought for. Then you'll also read more about who will have to pay for the purchase fees. It's most likely that it's going to be the buyer. And then the last part of the general information is whether there's public or private restrictions linked to the property. Let me give you an example. If you're buying a monumental building, then there might be public restrictions to, for example, renovating the outside. So please read those things carefully. The second part of the purchase contract are sellers and buyers declarations. So the seller will share more information about what he is aware of and not aware of regarding the property. As a buyer, you also have certain rights and obligations to inspect the property and so on. This will all be clearly stated in the purchase contract. The third one is about finances. When you buy a property, most likely you'll have to pay a deposit. It will clearly state when you will have to pay a deposit and what the actual amount is. Also, in terms of the actual transfer fee, that will be clearly stated when that needs to be into the account of the notary. The last one is some more generic information at the end of the contract. It will state things like what the timeline is on your cool-off period. Like I mentioned before, once you sign the purchase contract as a buyer, you still have the right to pull out within 3 days thereafter. Then it will also state when, of course, the transfer date is, so when will you become the owner, and it will state if any dissolving clauses will be expired. A dissolving clause, for example, is a clause that allows you to pull out of the deal if a criteria is not met. These are the most important things that are in a purchase contract. Read it carefully, make sure you get some support if you don't speak the local language, or that you get a translation of the purchase contract. Good luck with signing and congratulations. So this was a small though very important tip when submitting an offer on a property. We thought it deserved its own video because this is probably one of the most important questions we get often from clients. If you want to learn more about what to take into account when submitting a winning offer, then we've got the video for you. Click on the link in the upper corner to learn more about what things to take into account when submitting an offer. Good luck, and I hope to see you in the next video.